offer to a rich man?
The same balance.
Like what?
Rich. You got money, I got money. You spoil me, I spoil you.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
I'm a receptionist at a clinic.
So how are you supposed to pay for a rich man's like lifestyle, being a receptionist at a clinic?
If you sick, I know nursing. What the fuck?
Yeah, the delusion is real with this one. You're telling me that you're a receptionist at a nurse clinic and you never went to school for it, but yet you know enough to save a man's life. Yeah, I doubt it.
Let me make this clear. If I gotta pay for everything, I am cheating on you. You mean to tell me if we both go to work and I take care of all the bills, I take care of all the outings, I take care of all the trips, and all you have to do is save and pay for your lifestyle, whatever you want to do. You mean to tell me I can't have no hoes? See, that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. See, ladies, usually I be on your side, but now y'all pushing it now. I pay for everything. You a whole little nurse. You get to keep all of your money. You think you gonna go through my phone? What is this? What happened to the girls that was screaming soft life, man? What happened to the girls that be asking, man, the real providers right here?
Look, I totally get it. When you run across a woman and you have the thought process like this, you're probably dealing with the woman on the next clip. Let's check it out.
Anybody trying to date me, my bills or your bills? Care whose car it is. You're trying to date me. You're trying to take a load off of me. So my car is your car for the bills. I don't simple. You're trying to date me, so my bills are your bills. Period.
All right, guys, tell me what you think. If you feel like if you're paying all the bills, holding everything down, vacations, outings, all these things, and she's still withholding intimacy from you, would you go get you some side pieces? Keep it real in the comments.
What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
Got him!
See, and this is the type of stuff that women get mad for, thinking that man should just stay around. Come on. You did washed off literally $300 worth of stuff in one night and expect a man to be real and stay there and stay true. He doesn't even know who you are at this point.
I tasted my own stuff one time. I was like, he complaining about how slimy it is, and it's just, they run into the bathroom and gagging and all this other stuff in the third. I'm like, let me taste it. My own stuff. And I was like, it seemed like it just kept growing in my mouth and getting bigger. Just one little smidgen of a drop. And I just was like, and it just seemed like it just got larger and larger and larger. It just overtook my mouth. It just became all gummy. And I was like, oh my God, it is horrible.
Man, you really setting the male race back 10 years with this clip. What the hell is wrong with you, man? You don't do stuff like that, bro.
A baby mama will have you thinking her baby daddy is a clown. The whole time, he a boss and she the bum.
I agree. She's probably a bum, and the only way that she can feel anything of accomplishment or feel like she has a one-up over her baby daddy who's ultimately a boss dude and just holding stuff down is to talk to someone that actually doesn't know who her man is, so she can pretty much lie about everything to make herself feel better. All right, guys, in this next clip, we're going to see how this lady cheats on her man with a dude in jail. How these guys in jail finessing people and finessing free women on the street and other guys' dudes is beyond me. But let's just check this out. How somehow he reached out to her from being incarcerated. Hey, I've always had a crush on you. What are you doing? I'm gonna call you at 7, setting up phone calls. You know, I love you, my Nina. I mean, really going at it. Look at these back and forth messages. She went as far as even saying, hey, I love you, I'm all yours, even after he's asking if you're mine or not. She's sending pictures, I mean, all kind of stuff, and it is wild. But, I mean, not as wild as finally getting caught up. Yeah, that's right, her old man finds out everything, and guess what? He exposes her and sends this dude a message back. Let's check it out.
Hey, homie, come get your bitch. She over here crying, she got caught up. Tell him come get your ass. Tell him come get your ass. Tell him. Tell him to come get your ass, bitch. Tell him to come get your ass. That's your boo, no? Ain't that your boo? Tell him to come get you. Were you embarrassed now or what? Tell him to come get you. ASAP. Tell him to come get.
Well, looks like she's about to take a L on this one. I don't know why you women are so attracted to the Pookies and the Ray Rays and the Lolos down, locked up. Doesn't make no sense. You cannot benefit anything from it. All right. So might be just a case of the now dude is just a temporary dude. And he's just finding out in this case. And her real dude, the one that she really loves, just got locked down. She just needs someone to take care of her until he gets out. And that's the only thing I'm taking away from this. But yeah, you're taking the L, lady, on this one.
So I went to a singles event, and when I got there, it was literally 90% women. And I was like, I'm gonna go now.
Of course, a singles event is going to be filled with women. They're all there looking for free dinner for the night. Duh. All right, guys, next clip we're going to get into is, you know, I normally don't like to single out other creators, man, but I mean, she's all over the internet. She's all over, you know, TikTok, Instagram now about this live that she posted about her own husband. Now, if you don't know a little bit, I'm going to just tell you a little bit about who they are. I think her YouTube stuff is Queen of Kings. From this picture, you can tell that she's in a biracial relationship with a guy that looks pretty much like the Big Show from WWE, if you know who I'm talking about. All right, so some of the stories are twisted. The story that I've got, just based on actually just knowing a few creators, you know, just knowing some people that followed her for quite some time now, was that he came along and saved her. Right. But they get into this relationship. He takes her in, man. He winds up being a stepfather for her own 2 kids. And then they wind up, you know, having kids of their own. Getting married, you know, their content is biracial relationship content. So that only tells me the only reason why she popped off and her channel popped off and her content is going around is because she was involved with a white guy in this biracial relationship, and her content was surrounding, you know, black women at a white person's cookout, stuff like that, you know. So at the end of the day, her stuff is taking off. She's making all this money, and then absolutely as recently, she is getting questioned if she is mentally stable. So let's just check this out. After having a kid, they're forcing to move away from California all the way to Hawaii on a whim. When I say a whim, they visited there for a few days and she's like, I don't want to go back. Made this man quit, moved, sell the house and everything and move out there. And this is what he gets greeted with after a long, tough day.
Because you got in an argument with. Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid the down deposit on our house. Let's not pretend that I'm not the one that paid for the Range Rover. Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid for this whole fucking life that we live. Let's not pretend that. Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend. Oh, okay. Let's not pretend. Let's just be very, very real. You told me to put it on live, so I put it on live. So, and then you want to start talking about a glass of wine, and then you want to start saying, oh, are you not going to talk? After I was just sitting here silent before we even got on live. I've been not talking. I've been not talking. I've been not talking. So what are you talking about? Oh, okay. Let's be real.
Now, if he didn't know, man, he's really dealing with a woman with just no F's given. At this point, man, it personally just boggles my mind, only because you would not have the content that made you successful if it wasn't for this guy. You wouldn't be where you at if it wasn't for this guy in all areas of life. He came through. He took care of you and your 2 kids. Let's be honest. That's big. That's just regular stuff as it is on his own. He allowed you to create content based on him and the kids. That's another wow, because some parents just don't want their kids, you know, on social media. So he let you do that, and he let you joke around with him and share your experience, all your intimate experiences and family experience to make y'all successful. But yet you're claiming that you've done all of this. You're being selfish, and this is what you're gonna get. And what's crazy is that I will not blame this man if he wanted to go his own way, because now he sees your true colors. You're very, very ungrateful. The man is literally taking care of you and 2 kids that don't belong to him. And It's just a sad breakdown, because you can see at once, man, extremely happy family, but the move, the addition to another kid, you know, I'm just not sure, you know, the channel's future, or the future of the marriage is just like kind of in lingo. And this live that I showed you was a clip from a live that she bashed her husband on, and then deleted right after. That just tells you what kind of person we're dealing with. Someone that's just not all the way there yet and just needs some help. And this is why, guys, we tell you, be careful about taking care of another man's kids, dealing with these single moms. It can work out. You can make a bankroll, obviously, in very rare situations, but look at this situation. Look at what is going on. It's all coming, it's tumbling down, and guess what? You're married. It may lead to divorce, and now what?
Just randomly, and was like, hey, how you doing? You're beautiful. So I'm like, thank you, or whatever. He was like, can I ask you a question? And before you answer, I don't want you to think that I'm weird or a creep. So in my mind, I'm already saying, you already a fucking creep for asking that. So I clutched my little purse because I got that thing on me. And I proceeded to ask, what you want? He was like, I got $200. Can I buy some off you? I cocked my head to the side real fast like, nigga, do it like I sell drugs. What the fuck you trying to buy off me? He was like, no, I'm not saying that. Because in my mind, I'm like, if I look like a drug dealer, baby, let me know. So I can change what I got on, change my hair. So I'm like, am I giving drug dealer? He was like, no, it's not that. It's just that, I don't know how to say it. I said, spit it out quick because I'm about to go. He was like, no, can I pay you $200 for your panties, the ones that you have on? I said, nigga, if you don't get the fuck away from me, you are creepy as fuck. Security, get this nigga out of here. Is you crazy? Get this nigga out of here.
Now, you had me the whole time with this story. This is a funny one. Good job.
You're an OnlyFans model, and you're doing all kinds of horny, girly shit on OnlyFans, and then you expect your dude to respect you and not follow other women? You're delusional. Bitch, you are undressing in front of a bunch of men all over the world. How dare you have that even remotely double standard that your guy can't do what you're already doing? You can't be an OnlyFans model and then say you're monogamous.
I mean, if you're not sleeping with anybody else and you're not meeting up with anybody else,
you're sharing your body and these personal things that should be only reserved for the person that you're with or married to. If you're married and you're an OnlyFans model and you're sharing your body on the internet and I can pay to see your vagina hole, you are not a monogamous woman. I'm sorry. You're showing your private parts to other people who are not your husband. Because when you take that vow, when you get married, you're vowing to be for that other person and only for that other person.
For some reason, this message always hits harder when it's coming from a female, right? Like, I mean, she absolutely let her have it, and you can't tell her anything else. She was delivering the message she needed to hear.
Had an older lady tell me, a real man is not going to be ruled by a woman. Don't go down the path of expressing criticism, disapproval, and an ultimate lack of acceptance for your husband because it may cause rebellion. She's telling the truth. A real man is not going to allow himself to be a pushover to the woman he has chosen. Men with their sense of manhood and integrity and dignity intact have this innate desire and need to not be subdued and walked over. A real man is not going to be ruled by his wife. It insults his sense of manhood. Women who have succeeded in breaking their husbands such that their husbands allow their wives to rule over them, those are ultimately men who they find themselves no longer attracted to.
I totally agree, man. If you are going to be a man, we do have these natural desires to always want to, and I can't say for every man, but most men do not like being dominated. Let's just put it like that. There's times where I take a break and be like, I don't feel like making decisions today. That's kind of like how I am. I literally said that yesterday. Man, I don't even feel like making decisions today. Like, I just need a break from making decisions. You know, being the one that makes decisions every single day at every single moment, you get a little beat down. So it's really nice to say, give up, let it be known. It's actually a nice little mental break. But look, let's just face it. Majority of men do not want to be dominated, especially by a woman. Like, I mean, getting talking down to, handled, all right, and all this stuff because it's just not in our nature.
Why do men stop talking to a lady after she tells him no to a dating proposal? Because what else are we supposed to talk about once we establish that you're not attracted to me when you know I'm attracted to you? What incentive is there for me to continue engaging with a woman that I want who doesn't want me? Do y'all continue to apply for the same job position at the same location once you're rejected? I refuse to voluntarily subject myself to being a woman's validation extraction tool. Y'all really believe that men should continue to invest time, energy, effort, and resources into women who aren't going to give them a return on their investment? The better question is why y'all get offended when men who know they're attracted to y'all forego the opportunity to continue interacting with y'all because they know the feelings aren't mutual and his sexual interest isn't going to be reciprocated. My desire to engage with you is predicated on my sexual interest in you, not beyond it. And that's honestly the only way to my friendship anyway. Not a good feeling as a man to be unwanted by a woman you want and still interacting with her. It's the ultimate form of disrespect and emasculation.
Let's just be honest. If he asks you to be his wife and you tell him no, what more is it to put into a relationship? That is ultimately the cherry on the cake. Am I right or am I wrong? So if you're telling me that the man wants you to be his forever girl and stay faithful to you and only you, and you tell him no, there's a lot of things that's going to boggle his mind. And I feel like he has every right to just walk away and break up from that relationship. What else is there to invest in? If he's not investing in his future, like if you don't want to be his future, he's going to find another woman to invest in to make his future. I just don't get it. Why are women getting upset if a man is just feeling so upset after he proposes to you? Let him go do his own thing. If you don't want to say yes to this man, the time isn't right. Obviously, he sees something different. You can't get mad. Stop getting mad. Let him go find his forever person.
It's always the masculine women with the most disgusting mouths trying to tone police. Imagine wanting a soft delivery when ain't nothing soft about you. Women will always talk about how it's the tone, use a different approach. But when men talk about that with y'all, about how y'all be talking and how y'all masculine and how y'all have the most vile mouths, y'all don't get it. It doesn't make sense. Once again, delivery for a woman means lie to me. Change of delivery means stop talking about it and just lie to me. Tell me that I'm great. Tell me that I'm beautiful. Tell me that I'm everything. And I'm sorry, I won't. It's not benefiting us to keep lying to each other. And anytime you speak out, they want to silence your voice and tell you to use a different tone. It's like, what? I'm not cursing anybody out. And I think that that's the sad reality, that y'all hear women who are straight cursing, yelling, truly degrading other people, and y'all eat it up. Y'all eat it up and y'all laugh about it. It's entertaining. But when the truth is spoken, it's like, ooh, I don't like that. Change your delivery. Do it a different way. And it's like, no. How about you be more open-minded to hearing the truth? How about you stop denying the truth and we can change things up?
I'll be honest with you, man. You're dealing with women and they talk to you. It's not really what they say, it's how they say. Every man in this that's watching this video can almost agree to some extent. If a woman is trying to talk to you, it's not what she says, it's how she says it. In a lot of ways, that's instant triggers for me, right? I get instant triggers from other men who try to talk to me like, for some reason they say, hey, they say something in the comments in a realm that I accepted, and I feel like they're trying to handle me or talk to me like I'm a child, in which I'm not. I'm a grown ass man. I get instantly triggered. But for some reason, a lot of women just do that, and especially women with kids, because I guess they're just used to talking to kids, and then they address that same tone and them same words with a man, and then you have a problem. It happens a lot, and you have to check them on it.
Have video games and sports. What do women have? Men have all these little activities that they get to do, and I'm like, what do we do?
This is gonna sound crazy, but you can do the same things. You can play games and play sports too. I swear to God, they should make podcast equipment cost more, because this is crazy.
Women have a lot of things. They have shopping. They have watching their reality shows. They have going take walks in the park. They have cleaning. They have cooking. They have laundry. They have making the bed. They have getting the kids ready for school. I'm just joking, man. We're just talking about that stuff. But really, if your man really likes all these things, you can do two things, right? You either make what he's doing and he loves comfortable and exciting. Because back in the day, you know, when let's just say 10 years ago, when Call of Duty was the thing, I mean, like all the rage, right? And you wanted to get the new Call of Duty thing. You know, I came home and my girl was like, look, here's everything, here's your snacks, here's food already warmed up and made, the game's on, I mean, pillows, cases of Mountain Dew, whatever, alcohol, beers, I mean, loaded, ready to go. And all you had to do was slide the disc into your PlayStation at the time. That's, you know, if she's not gonna play with you, just make the experience better by enhancing it or joining him. It's okay. It's okay. And if you don't like to do either, find something that you enjoy. All right, but don't hold him, you know, don't bash him and don't get mad at him because he likes to be his own self in a relationship and do the things that he wants to do. And that's the problem that we find out in a lot of relationships, is that, you know, men aren't, or when you get to a point where, you know, you actually like to do something yourself and it's a hobby and she doesn't like it, but rather spend time with you. You got to understand that when you're in a relationship, you're still who you are, okay? You're still a person, you're an individual, she's an individual. So when she goes out and do her thing, let her do her individual things, and vice versa. She should be letting you do your individual things. And it's okay, because at the end of the day, y'all still coming home together, all right? You'll still have a future together. You'll still see each other every day. That's the type of stuff that I'm talking about, all right? No way you should be in a relationship where you cannot be able to be yourself at all.
Understand that just because a man shows lack of affection doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. You got to understand, you can't walk away from a relationship or walk away from a good man because he's not showing you all these emotions or all this affection. You got to understand that that's a part of a woman's nature, to be affectionate, to say I love you every day, to remind them, to be soft. That's what us women are there for. Men are to provide and to protect. A man being affectionate and being up under you all day, every day, it's just not a part of a man's nature. They're made to go work, to provide, and to come home and bring to the woman so that the woman can multiply. Whatever a man do and brings back to his wife, she multiplies. His job is not to wake up. He ain't gonna have time to give you 5 and 6 hugs a day. He ain't gonna have time for that because he's gonna be too busy trying to work and provide and maintain the house that he provided and made a home for you. So yes, a man is not going to be affectionate every single day. There's no reason to leave a good working man. And that's a lot of the times a good woman will fumble a man over the dumbest things in the world, like lack of emotion or lack of affection, or he not telling me he loved me every single day. But them lights was on every day. You ate. You went shopping every now and then. When y'all made love, it was intimate. You felt his love when y'all made love, didn't you? That's not enough. These women just want these men to just fall at their feet. That's not what these men is made for.
Yep, and then when the man is doing this, being affectionate, being all up on you, you're going to feel smothered. You're also going to probably call him a bum because all he wants to do is be with you. I mean, that lasts in the infatuation phase in a relationship or a honeymoon phase in a relationship. Let's just be real. If you're in a real relationship, a man's going to go out and do what he wants to do. He doesn't want to stay all up under you. And I mean, I get it. Some guys will because they just love their girl like that, man. And it's okay. But I'm saying majority of men, like, we're not being over affectionate. We're not doing this, a kiss on the cheek or a hug. I'm running to the gym. I'm running to the store to grab this. Those are okay. But like, man, going above the way and showing affection like a woman would do, that's just not us because we're not women.